Hi all, welcome to the workshop. We have issue 90 of Eaglemoss's Build the Delorean. We now have issue 90, and in this one we're going to be adding some details to the engine cover and also adding it into the car itself. These are the parts we get. So we've got a extremely small spring. We have the catch components. For the engine compartment. We have some pipework. We have some QM and AP screws. Now I've got the car over here and the engine cover we did in the last issue, because we're going to need both of these for this issue. I'm going to be starting off with the little catch and the spring. And what we're going to be doing with this is orientating it round in that direction, and the spring is going to go on the end of this in that fashion, like that. That is then going to sit in the slot just here, compressing the spring. And it's going to be absolutely impossible for me to show you this. I'll just put the spring out to one side for a moment. Basically, it's in this orientation. It's going to sit in just like that, and we're going to be compressing the spring in between that little part there and the main body of the engine cover. So if I just pop that out again, put that spring on there. This is where it will fly across the workshop and never be seen again. So that's just looking like that. You can see the spring is in there. We're going to be securing that in place with our little T-bracket, and that's just going to go on the top there, just like that. And we're going to be securing that with 2 QM screws. Just going to dip that in a little bit of oil. I'm going to hold it up because if I press down on it, it's going to press the catch through the main body and that spring will get lost. Got one in there just loose. Put the second one in, and we tighten those down. Just like that. Just check the operation of it. Just about to see. I think when you slide that, the catch opens. Next up, we're going to need the spring component, that bracket, and what we're asking to be done is we're going to spread that open, and the bend is facing up, and we're having that way up as well. I'm just going to place that in there, and we're going to move it around the frame until it ends up in that location, just like that. And that will sit in that little notch that's in there. We're going to then add it to this bracket. Now it doesn't actually sit in there, so we're going to wait until we actually secure that to the vehicle in just a second. So I've just moved the vehicle over, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding that little clip into these two holes just here. And we'll be using 2 of the AP screws for that. And it's going to go in with the catch facing in the upwards direction. I'm going to do so what I've done, I've just started off one screw loosely, just enough so I can slide this in behind still. Gonna make sure that is placed in the right place, and then we'll put the top screw in. It's not the easiest thing to show you, unfortunately, but hopefully you can just about see where this is going in. So that is now in there. I'm just going to squeeze that together a little bit just to ensure that is in there. So you can just about see on the lower camera that is now secured to the bulkhead there, with this part floating down. Next up, we're going to be adding the engine cover. We're going to be placing that in its final location, and we're going to be securing those 2 hinges that we attached last issue with 2 more QM screws to the main body. just going to put one loosely in that side and another one loosely in the other side, just to ensure that they all line up. Just going to tighten those two down. Just go for pH 0 bit. Better. I'm just going to check that that does open and close properly. Which it does. So next we're going to have this open, and this little bracket that we secured earlier is now going to be screwed into place on the bottom of the engine cover. So if you find you've put this in the wrong way up whilst trying to wrestle with that bracket, it is easy enough to just stretch the two arms of this out from behind that clip and then put it the right way around. Now with this other part of the clip, we've got a hole here and we've got a screw hole just here, and what we're going to be doing is just lining that up within that. It's probably going to be easier with the bonnet and the engine cover closed and from the other side. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to flip the car over. This is going to be a little bit difficult to show you on camera, so I'll just bring the instructions in there. So we've got this clip here. It's got a little locating peg on it which goes into the hole on the inside of the engine lining, engine cover, and then we're going to be securing that with a QM screw, just like that. So I've got it in place just here. See if I can shed some more light on it. So if you can just about see the bracket's in place now. Just going to put a QM screw in there to hold it in permanently. So I've now just flipped the car back the other way. So you can just about see that that clip is now in there and it restricts the bonnet, the engine cover opening. And that's all we need for the car this time. We're going to move on and put these pipes together. Apologies for any chainsaw background noise, my neighbour has decided to start doing some gardening. But all we're going to be doing now is we're going to be placing these two pipes together. We're going to be securing that with an AP screw. Just like that. And then we're going to be taking this part and we're going to be putting it on the shorter leg in that direction. And we're going to be securing that again with another AP screw through the top. So that is now looking just like that. And that's issue 90 complete. Thank you very much for visiting me in the workshop today. If you enjoyed that video, please remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more of how the Delorean progresses or anything else that goes on in the workshop, please remember to hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. I'll see you around.